Hey, what's up, guys? Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. A few days ago, we talked about a huge storm brewing, and there was a large storm off the southwestern limb of the sun yesterday that's got the Earth enveloped in a radiation storm. Right now, as I do this video, we're going to come back and take a look at the very photogenic storm here in just a moment. Speaking of photogenic storms, there's been a series of storms throughout the Central Plains here in the United States, and this is one yesterday that went through Oklahoma. Video here taken by Adam McQueen out of Wagner, Oklahoma, yesterday, July 17th. And I believe this young lady right here, Diana, also saw the same exact storm at around the same time. This too is from yesterday, July 17th. These are two still images of what appear to be the same very photogenic shelf cloud above Oklahoma on July 17th. And coming over to the homepage of the website, today's feature photos by Mr. Jan out of Oracle, Arizona. More spectacular lightning spanning across the sky above Oracle. Coming over here to the GOES X-ray flux, looking at the last 24 hours, you can see this large storm I was talking about show up here on the graph. It was a long duration, large M-class solar flare that lasted the better part of 8 hours. And looking at the ionosphere D regions, the graph here shows a radiation storm enveloping both poles, the north and south pole. Looking at the storm over here at the SOHO and the SDO, starting at the SOHO LASCO C2, right there was the massive CME that came off the southwestern limb of the sun, sending an interplanetary shockwave throughout the solar system. Those particles are ionized radiation that are interacting with the Earth right here, a proton storm in a sense, and it's got the polar regions of the Earth propagating with ionized radiation right now. And the polar regions essentially are doing their job. That's what they do. They absorb the majority of the ionized radiation from solar storms, such as the one we're seeing right now. Here's the location of the very powerful long-duration storm, and here's another look at the storm that sent a huge CME off into space and an interplanetary shockwave that was felt by Earth and probably every other planet in the solar system. Hopping over to the Yellowstone supervolcano caldera, looking at the seismographs that monitor the mighty supervolcano. A little bit of magma intrusion up here at Mammoth Vault for about 3 hours. You can see some more dark blue scattered around the caldera. That's mild magma intrusion, but other than that, nothing major going on at the supervolcano. Looking at the wildfire smoke situation, people still reporting a plastic smell from the wildfire smoke that's originating from Canada and that's reached now all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico this morning. That's the farthest south in the United States I think I've seen it, and that is a thick plume of smoke engulfing the entire Florida Panhandle, and that was the morning of July 18th of 2023. And speaking of Florida, this is a large toxic algae bloom visible from space in Lake Okeechobee in southern Florida right here. That's the lake that they're talking about that is currently saturated with a huge toxic algae bloom that once again is visible from space. And speaking of space, I want to take you guys over to Greece. This video footage was submitted by Zynon from July 16th of 2023, just a couple of days ago, out of Greece, when he looked up and saw this moving through the sky above Greece. At first, he wasn't quite sure what he was looking at. He thought these might have been drones. They do look kind of like a bluish color for some reason, but that is a classic Starlink satellite train that was spotted above Greece just a couple of nights ago. This is one of many that are orbiting planet Earth. But there's something else that was spotted in the sky that's a little less explainable. This video footage was sent in by Laura Bear. It goes back to January 6th of 2023, and the video footage was taken at 5:56 p.m. This is another bar light, but this one here is stationary in the nighttime sky. It's not moving. Kind of looks like a modified version maybe of a Starlink satellite train. You don't see a lot of independent lights, but you see two what look like bar lights in the nighttime sky. And at first I thought, well, maybe this is some sort of a narrow blimp. It would be narrow at that. And whenever I do some modification work to this video, as you're going to see here in a minute, the original vertical videos over here on the right, I obviously zoomed in over here on the left, and then here in just a couple of seconds I zoom in and take a closer look and I modify the video. I'm actually looking for a blimp. You can't see one. All you can see is the lights, and that's all that were in the sky were these long lights that were at a slight angle. They didn't appear to be moving in any direction, up or down, side to side. And here's the modified versions of the original video. Let me pause them real quick. That was just simply it went out of focus for a second. And there they are in modified format, and they look like a row or two rows of bar lights in the nighttime sky. How about that? Don't know what that was. Kind of, again, looked like a small version of one of the Starlinks without the 60 independent lights. We've got 2, maybe 3 lights here that are stationary in the nighttime sky, but they're long and narrow like a Starlink. But these here were very stationary. We're not moving through the nighttime sky. I want to take you guys now to Indiana. This video footage was sent in by Irish Misfit from October 24th of 2022 at 11:44 p.m. when he noticed something off in the distance way over here, that light right there. As you're going to see, it turns into 2 here in just a moment. As he gets a little bit closer, there was another one over here that's drifting towards that one. They remained lit for too long to have been Chinese lanterns. These were not Chinese lanterns. They were some sort of mysterious orbs in the nighttime sky. They weren't blinking. They weren't making any noise. Here they got real close to each other, and they really captivated his attention as he had never seen anything like this before in the nighttime sky. So took this video, shared it with me. I'm simply sharing it with you. I don't know what these are, guys. Here they look like they've kind of stopped next to each other, and just a few seconds ago they were quite a ways apart. Now they've gotten close to each other, and they appear to be stationary in the nighttime sky at about 11:45 p.m. from Boone County, Indiana. This was the video footage, and here's a still image of the 2 lights that I agree look just like Chinese lanterns, but they had way too much longevity because the videos that I shared with you guys, those videos were several minutes long, and he was walking, so I just kind of took out the walking part, and I just shared with you guys the stable video of the lights in the nighttime skies. So that collection of videos right there you just saw was over 2 or 3 minutes long, and Chinese lanterns don't typically last that long, and they don't move across the sky like that and then stop in the same location right next to each other and just hover in the nighttime sky. So if they were a Chinese lantern, they're something new and upcoming that I've never heard of before. Otherwise, more mysterious lights in the nighttime sky. Thanks for the photos and videos, guys. Keep them coming. If you guys have any photos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports@mrmbb333.com. And if you guys have any videos you'd like to share that are too large to attach to the email, come over here to the homepage of the website. You can always find a link down below in the description box. Look for this red tab that says have a large video. It's a Dropbox. Drag and drop your video into the Dropbox. Please include your first name, date, and location, and I'll take it from there. Thanks for watching. Have a super day, and be safe out there.